Hey friends, how's it going? Ash here, welcome back to Gents. Hope that you're doing well. It's that time of the year once again, and what time is that, you might ask? Well, time to go over the top 10 most complimented fragrances of the year, of all time, actually just of the year. These are the fragrances that work the best for me for pulling unsolicited compliments. Now, as always with this type of video, there is a caveat, and here is the caveat. Right now, you will usually get compliments from people that you know, acquaintances, loved ones, friends, coworkers, people that know who you are. So yeah, unsolicited compliments from people you don't know are not usually as common, but depending on what your job is, you may have more of a frequency of getting those type of unsolicited compliments from people you don't know. Example, if you're a bartender, you have a higher likelihood of getting those kind of compliments. If you work from home, probably not so much. So keep that in mind. So yeah, these are all linked in the description below. Feel free to check them out down there. Also, here's a whole bunch of codes that you can use to save yourself a bunch of money at different websites. And what? I'm not gonna mention any of my fragrances that I creatively directed in today's video in the official list, although I did get a lot of compliments while wearing those. But to be fair, I wore them a lot, you know, the whole creation process. But I do want to point out that my new fragrances, West Loop and also Edgewater, which is inside this bag, you can now get in 15 ml size, travel sizes. Right. So in case you've been wanting to check out West Loop or Edgewater, but you didn't want to spend for the whole full bottle yet because you wanted to see how much you like it first, you can get these for a lot less. So 15 milliliters in each one of these, and they come with a little sacky, and there's a code inside there as well for 25% off. Oops. So yeah, West Loop, Edgewater, if you've been wanting to pick these up, they are linked in the description below at Michael Malul's website. I've got a video on the channel where I go into more detail on these, but enough of that, most complimented time. Kick it off with number 10, Zoros, the most wanted. Cardamom, toffee, and amberwood, some of the notes in this fragrance. Yes, it's got similarities to some other stuff out there, you know, a little stronger with you action type of scent profile. Very warm, sexy, kind of a gourmand feel to it. Perfect for a fall or winter evening out, though it works just as well during the day also. Just a massive, massive compliment beast. The most wanted parfum is also very good, but for me, this one seems to work a little bit more consistently just as far as getting those compliments rolling in. So we're kicking it off with the Zoros, the most wanted, really, really great fragrance. Number 9, Manera Red Tobacco. Now, this one right here, the opening is frankly not good at all for compliments. It's a little off-putting for a lot of people. It's really strong. It's got a lot going on. You know, it's got a bunch of spice in there. It's got oud in there. It's sweet, it's warm off the top, but again, just a whole lot going on. And to some people, it's gonna smell like just a mess. You know, kind of hard to like differentiate what's going on in the opening. But as it dries down, you know, once it works out of just that initial part of the opening, it gets so much nicer. And once you hit the mid and the dry down, this stuff is a certified compliment beast. Another one that's good for fall and winter time, really strong, like you would expect from Manera, so do be aware of that. Number 8, a freshie, Acqua di Gio Profundo. Of course, Acqua di Gio had to make the list because I love Acqua di Gio, always have. And Profundo, that's my jam. It's my number 1 Acqua di Gio right now. I actually got an email from one of you guys, shout out, maybe a week ago. A subscriber from India, who let me know that Acqua di Gio Profundo is discontinued in India, apparently. What are you doing, Armani of India? So he was letting me know that it's getting really difficult to find there, and he reached out to Giorgio Armani, and they said that, yeah, it's done for in India, it's kaput, it's discontinued. So that sucks. I did check in the US, it's still available on Giorgio Armani's website, so we're good for now, knock on wood. It doesn't give me the warm, fuzzy feelings to hear that, you know, in another country that this is already going away. So hopefully, you know, they leave it for a long while in the US. That's my hope, but I don't trust any of these designer brands anymore. Just between you and me. C notes, citrus, lavender, rosemary, cypress, some of the notes in here. Just a great modern take on the Acqua di Gio DNA. Masculine, fresh, sexy, a little bit green, some minerality in there. I think it's fantastic. Number 7 is this weirdo, Offnon's Tarati Blue. This is one of those ones where the more I wore it, the better it worked. It just seemed like, you know, the positive attention rolls in when you wear this one. And of course, this is a clone of Bulgari's Tiger. Citrus, amber woods, musk, some of the notes in the fragrance here. Really affordable, quality is good. Presentation a little funky. Not really a big fan of the bottle myself. It's very wobbly, just the way it kind of tapers down when you sit it down. It just doesn't feel very steady. I always feel like it's gonna go flying off my shelf for some reason. Number 6 is another clone, and it's Zamaya's Sharaf Blend. So this one is one of the more recent additions to the Angel Share Cloniverse. It's like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. There's the Angel Share Cloniverse. This is one of the newer ones, and I think it's one of the best ones. Easily top 3. I've been wearing this one with some regularity because, you know, I've been featuring it in some videos and I've been thinking about reviewing it and everything, and so I've given it some wear. And much like Angel Share, or Camera, or Aries Intense, or Cocktail Intense, or any of the different Angel Share type of fragrances, they all have one thing in common, as long as they're pretty well done anyway, and that is they pull compliments. As I said, I think this is easily one of the best. Oh, did you see that? You see? I told you. This one, you gotta watch that. But this one has that cognac praline vanilla, you know, warmth and sweetness that Angel Share has the addition of dates in there, just absolutely fantastic. Great quality here, and the presentation top notch as well. Number 5, Invictus Victory Elixir. Now, this is one of my favorite releases of the year. I think it smells absolutely fantastic. Kind of a mix of like Le Beau Le Parfum, Invictus Victory. Obviously, this is a flanker of that one. Scandal from Jean Paul Gaultier. Maybe even like, you know, a little bit of Pure Excess in there. Just, it's got a lot of little bits of a lot of other fragrances, but for me anyway, one thing all those fragrances have in common that this has similarities with is they all smell awesome. So you're telling me that you've got a fragrance here that's got similarities with a bunch of other things that all smell great, but then this is its own thing? You know, it's a blend of all these other ideas. I'm on board with that. So yeah, I've given this one a good amount of wear ever since it came out. I think it's just a killer release, a good performance, good compliment factor, great for fall and winter time, just really some top-notch stuff. All right, number 4 is actually a fragrance that my wife told me that I had to put in to the video. Because I told her I was doing the list, this one, the most complimented list, and she was like, well, you gotta put in. And I was like, yeah, I guess, because, you know, she gives me compliments each time that I wear this. And so I guess that all those added up compliments from her demand that I put it into the video. So here it is. It's Explorer. Mont Blanc Explorer. Now I know Mont Blanc Explorer is one of those fragrances that, you know, it just works. It just always works. It smells similar to Invictus in a number of ways, although with more of a designer tinge. You know, it doesn't take on those tart aspects from black currant that Invictus has, or the smokiness that Invictus has. You know, instead it's cleaned up here, but it still has that Invictus style at its heart. It's extremely wearable, daytime, nighttime, any season, doesn't matter. Office, date, club, bar, wherever you find yourself, it'll work. And she really does enjoy Explorer, along with, frankly, most fragrances that are kind of in an Invictus style. So due to her and her incessant complimenting of Explorer, I mean, other people love it too, don't get me wrong, but that's the main reason it finds itself so far up the list. 3 is another Elixir, which is the most popular of all the flanker names at this point, but this is really the one that to me kicked everything off into overdrive with the Elixir name, and that is Sauvage Elixir. Nutmeg, licorice, wood, cinnamon, cardamom, some of the notes in the fragrance. So yeah, it's a woody, spicy scent profile here. Very masculine, very classy, great quality to it. Has a little throwback feel to it as well. You know, kind of a classically masculine fragrance made modern. That's what this is. I've said that a number of times. I stand by that. It has amazing performance. Stuff lasts forever. So if you spray this on in the morning, it's gonna be there in the evening. If you spray this on before you go out at night, it's gonna be there when you wake up in the morning. All right, number 2, Born in Roma Intense from Valentino. This in the air. I know I said it about Red Tobacco, a couple others, but this is another one that in the air is just insane. I have not been traditionally the biggest Born in Roma fan, talking about the whole line. Now I do think they've gotten better as time has gone on. And I've come around to like, you know, a couple of them pretty decently. Coral Fantasy, really nice. Yellow Dream's not too bad. And I really wasn't feeling that one when it came out at all. Born in Roma, Uomo Intense though. Right from the rip, first time I wore this is like the best one for me, far and away, easily. And it smells really nice up close, definitely does. But it's one of those ones that, like I said, in the air, is just magic. Vanilla, ginger, lavender, nutmeg, vetiver, some of the notes in this one, and it just has a perfect level of sweetness. Like the scent trail this leaves, the scent cloud, the sillage, it's just top notch. It's so well done because the sweetness doesn't cross over into being, you know, childish. Really, really well done. Number 1 is from Jean Paul Gaultier, and I know what you're thinking. You're thinking Le Male Elixir. Now, truth be told, I did not put Le Male Elixir in here because I didn't want 2 fragrances from the same house in the top 10. And Le Male Elixir got beat out by another fragrance from the same house, which was in first. So realistically, Le Male Elixir would have fallen somewhere around here as far as a compliment factor goes. So if I was gonna put 2 from the same house in here, it would have been right in this range and you would have bumped everything else down 1. But the number 1, Le Beau Le Parfum. So this has coconut, pineapple, little iris in there, tonka, ginger. And I've talked about this fragrance off and on throughout the year, saying how this has grown on me, how it continues to grow on me, like a fungus that's gonna turn me into a clicker in The Last of Us. It just continues to grow. Shout out if you played The Last of Us originally when it first came out, back in the day. So yeah, this one right here, it's just, the more I wear it, the more I like it, and it seems like everyone around likes it. Another one that has that sweetness dialed in just perfectly. Not overdone, but not too light. It's got great body to it. It has good staying power, good projection. That coconut pineapple mix gives it a very different kind of opening to most other fragrances out there. A little tropical twist to it. Extremely well done. Unfortunately, sometimes hard to find at discounters because people have long since caught on that this is very well done and basically just a grab and go type of fragrance. You can wear this during the summer, you can wear this during the winter, does not matter. And because of that, it sells out with some regularity at fragrance discounters, but really, really good stuff. So there we go, top 10 most complimented fragrances. These ones right here have worked extremely well for me this year, with the one outlier that the opening of Red Tobacco is gonna be harsh for a lot of people, but once you get past that, doesn't really matter. All the other ones, pretty much opening to dry down, just rip, just really good. All right, guys, that'll do it for me. Let me know in the comments what you have been wearing and what has been doing well for you in terms of compliments this year. Thank you for hanging with me. Stay safe out there. I'll see you tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you guys later.